Welcome to Lake Placid, New York, and the Freestyle Aerial World Cup. The best athletes from the world in this sport traveled to upstate New York to take part in this event. This is their final shot at making the 2018 Winter Olympics, and of all of those phenomenal athletes, 2 of them are from the Rochester area. By Olympic qualifying standards, a 5-hour drive from Rochester to Lake Placid is actually one of the closest venues imaginable. Many of these events are scattered across the globe, so Pittsford's John Lillis is extremely appreciative of the local support.
I think that energy is kind of what really drives all the athletes out here. So when we have that family support and the family crowd and all those people cheering, it kind of gets the blood boiling at the temperature that you want and gets you in the mood to go.
John is one of the top athletes on the United States freestyle team, but he's not here alone. Penfield's Patrick O'Flynn is also on the team, as well as John's younger brother, Chris. Chris recently injured his knee and won't be able to compete this weekend or in the Olympic Games, but says that just means he can be his brother's biggest cheerleader.
You know, that's the kind of thing we've always talked about it, and you know, this is the first time in a couple years it's been a reality, but you know, regardless of whether we're competing against each other, competing in the same event, going for the exact same position, or one of us is injured, you know, we're both rooting for each other. It's Team Lillis is the idea of it. So when I got hurt, you know, I went up, I crutched up to the knoll of the jump site, and 15 minutes after I found out I blew my knee and watched John compete and cheered him on to a pretty good result. And so throughout that whole process, when I had my surgery, he's been there for me, and I've been going to the events in Deer Valley and here in Lake Placid now, and just, you know, kind of watching his journey to the Olympics. And then if he goes to the Olympics after this weekend, then I'll be in South Korea cheering him on there too.
Chris won't be the only member of the Lillis family making the trip. Team Lillis is nearly 50 people strong. Family and friends traveled to Lake Placid to see John's shot at the Winter Olympics.
It's great, and Lake Placid ended the year last weekend before the Olympics. You know, John's got a great shot at going, and a lot of people have been with him for 4 years when he was the alternate in the last Olympics. And so to see that journey and to kind of be there for the full 4-year Olympic cycle, and then right now it's the last minute, it's the last, you know, couple jumps before the Olympics, and all he's got to do is finish strong, and he's there. We got t-shirts, we got hoodies made, we got 55 plus people here. And, you know, I think it helps John. It's good for us. It takes a lot of people to, you know, get a guy to the Olympics and a lot of support.
Team Lillis certainly came in force, but Patrick has a strong cheering section too. His parents made the trip up to Lake Placid to see Patrick compete against the best athletes and on a global stage.
It's honestly, it blows my mind still, just because it's my 2nd year doing it. And being with the top athletes all over the world, not just from the U.S., but all over the world too. It's cool. You get to meet people from other parts of the world. You have friends and all that kind of stuff. You learn different languages. There's always a little fun up there, but it's fun. And being with the best in the world is always a great experience. Hopefully, I get to be one of the best in the world soon too.
And we certainly hope that Patrick will be considered one of the best in the world very soon. Qualifying for the men just wrapped up a few minutes ago. Unfortunately, neither John nor Patrick advanced to the finals tonight. Both of them had a little bit of an issue on their landing. We'll bring that to you tonight at 11. Although the good news, and Patrick should be very proud of himself, his degree of difficulty was tied for the highest among all competitors in the qualifying round, so good for him. Now, Team USA will be announced on Tuesday, so we will let you know if either of these boys will be representing the United States in South Korea. A couple other notes from sports today. The Buffalo Sabres lost 7-1 at home to the Dallas Stars. We'll have highlights of that game tonight at 11. We'll also get you set for the conference championship games in the NFL. All of that coming up tonight at 11. But now, reporting from Lake Placid, New York, Rich Donnelly, News 10 NBC Sports.